This is the story that could be, and it wasn't. You can see it as a black magic satire, sorcerers and darkness, etc. But I was present and I saw it differently. Ha ha ha.
I am Yennefer, fictional character, but that I have been lucky that they hire me for a sports representation of great interest in the reality of humanoid, a soccer cup final, together with my kumpai, Forgiveness, my partner who makes team leader, the Rubeus, with whom I hope we obtain a good representation and success in that humanoid world. I wait for you.
And I am the Rubeus, which calls me like that because as a child it seemed like a panoja of corn, and I also hope to do a good job as a humanoid machirulo, proud man, and harvest great successes. The truth is, I'm a little scared because they tell me that humanoids are very demanding and lacking in empathy.
Well, friends, we have already been hired to starting the championship. Please friends, could you two wish us luck to my kumpai and me?
True, we will need much luck. Well, very good, it is the beginning, we already start with celebrations and good prospects.
Well friends, we are on a streak and we have planted in the final. I handle perfectly with the ball. And my partners looks at a face of complacency and satisfaction that I feel that victory cannot escape us, God wants it. If we win this I invite you all.
Goal, goal, goal. We can, we already have it at hand, companions, go ahead. That our struggle and effort is paying off. Courage, we go for them. Will be our victory.
Magnificent work, congratulations, you are most of the most, the creme of the creme, the best of the best.
You have been very good also. Good idea of show package, let's see how empowered we are at this time. Although I don't know if the Queen will have made funny.
A piquito, please.
Of course, and I don't pass much more because the Queen is present.
And the celebrations began after the championship for several days. For a couple of days voices such as champions, champions, boyfriends, boyfriends, kiss, kiss, etc. were heard. Trips, all kinds of celebrations, etc. 2 happier days and then a story begins that we could call How Endless History. The story that could be. And it wasn't. A story of empowerment and freedom that would end up being a story of victimism, anguish and manipulation. And it wasn't. Because in the most imposing castles of the power of black magic and witchcraft, unexpected and incomprehensible sensations and feelings of fear, envy, insecurity, etc., in many and varied characters, from the little Tears, Susanna, wizard that wandered around the corridors of the castle, even the major wives, who began to feel a deep sense of uselessness and helplessness, were no longer the queens of the community, and had been displaced by a simple sports empowerment. Suddenly they felt that it was not that empowerment what they needed, but quite the opposite. Victimism was much more convenient, because with it they could handle everyone, and also, they would produce many benefits of power and money, budgets. No, we will lower the fumes to these incipient empowered and we will use them and handle for our own benefit. And then, during the night and concealment, multiple witches' Sabbath were produced asking for rejecting empowerment and asking for more victimhood, more hatred towards the male, more money and budgets, etc. Thus were heard in the depths of the forest, voices that asked, more victims, more guilty, more money, more budgets, more. And for this, and from the great castle of magic and witchcraft, orders were given to the heralds, formerly zombies, today, media, so that they were biting and inoculating the toxin of hatred and victimhood, in all the humans without distinction. They were a man or woman, the woman would tend to become a victim, and the man to be a condemned in life for her great original sin, to be an aggressive man and fighter. And so, day after day, similar public affairs were produced, where it was judged and condemned, in addition to imparting and disseminating the hate and victimhood necessary for a more advanced society, according to the witches and sorcerers at the great castle. And now, already in the present, we see how a small part of the empowerment tries to fight against the powerful victimization advocated by the great centers of advanced power. Of course, empowerment carries all to lose, because it is not very productive for factual powers, ancient magic and witchcraft lodge, and everything makes us presume that for decades, perhaps generations, the victimizing hatred will face their waters for our modern advanced society. But let's not lose hope. The good and positive ends up imposing on the retrograde, backward and stupid. Surely we will see our children and grandchildren play newly and healthy among them without hatred, victimisms, distrust, etc. And who knows, it is even possible that new generations, both men and women, understand that they are complement in the natural world, and not that one must be a copy of the other. And that we must not deny our own identity, but quite the opposite, strengthen it and find the positive and complementary differences that we all have.